I'm David Loehr. Welcome to the James Dean Gallery, located at 425 North Main Street, Fairmount, Indiana, the hometown of James Dean. We're open every day from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The James Dean Gallery houses the world's largest collection of James Dean memorabilia, and it's housed in this beautiful 100-year-old Victorian home, beautifully restored inside. Come on in, and I hope you enjoy the tour. This case is full of items from school years here in Fairmount. There's a 5th grade ring binder from 1941 with several pages of his reading, writing, arithmetic, poetry, drawings, spelling, and a lot of signatures here. It looks like he was trying to write his name with his left hand. It's very scratchy. There's a basketball jersey from 1942 that he wore in elementary school. High school yearbooks, photos. This is a pile of scrapbooks put together by fans in the 50s that I've acquired here and there, different places. And this white chalky bust was a souvenir, 1956, here in Fairmount. This is an outfit from East of Eden, a shirt, pants, and a belt, and a jacket. The jacket's from the carnival scene. He was on the Ferris wheel. These ties are from East of Eden, and he didn't actually wear them in the film, though. They ended up changing the ties, but there is a photo of him here wearing it in one of the wardrobes tests. This painting over the mantle was a painting that he did in high school for his class play, You Can't Take It With You. And it was done as a stage prop, and Adeline had this in her garage for years, and she donated it to me, and I got it framed and put it up here. This is a copy of the speeding ticket that James Dean got a couple hours before the car crash that killed him, and has his last signature on there. This is a small plastic belt that was made in Germany, and that's dated 1983. It represents a film strip. The foreign posters are from 16 different countries from around the world. France, Germany, Denmark, Spain, Poland, Italy, Japan, Denmark, Finland, all over the world. And the posters show the international impact which James Dean has had. The movies have been released all over the world, and he's not just an American movie star, he's a worldwide image. And items from Adeline Dahl's collection, famous orchid that he did for her in high school. And this little medallion in here, modern screen, was something you could mail away for. 1956 also. Most of the stuff came out in 56, a lot of it. This case has more clothing from the movies. This is a pair of jeans from Giant that he wore as young Jet Rink in the film. He wore those quite a bit through the whole film. Those were a gift from Kenneth Kendall, Hollywood artist. And these are the brown wool trousers from Rebel Without a Cause, the first day of school, and the knife fight scene those were used for that. And again, books and magazines, Rebel Without a Cause from all around the world. Gum cards from Holland, Sweden, and the United States. And here are a lot of photographs from Adeline Dahl's collection, different snapshots and pictures from school years. Souvenir plates and medallions, and rock lasso trophies, and from the rock lasso contest in Fairmount every year. This case has different people's interpretations of James Dean. There's a wax head from the Coney Island Museum in New York, it was on display in New York for 25 years. And these 3 pieces are by a New York artist, Richard Today. And it's Morris Bennett and Joe Schulte. This is an interesting item. It's a wire recorder, which was donated by the writer Joe Hyams, and he was a Hollywood columnist in the 50s. And a lot of people like Frank Sinatra and Ava Gardner and Humphrey Bogart didn't want to be recorded, and he would secretly record them. This watch is actually a microphone. And the last time James Dean came home, he borrowed the recorder from Joe Hyams and secretly recorded his family and grandparents and people around the table talking. Some of that's been heard in some of the documentaries. This is the Kenneth Kendall room. Most of the items in here are artwork by Hollywood artist Kenneth Kendall. The paintings above the mantel is Dean as Malcolm in the UCLA play Macbeth. And this one up here is nice. James Dean as Hamlet. That's a drawing that he first did, and then he did a painting of it later. But the drawing's really nice. And this is again from Madeline Knoll's collection, painting that Kenneth Kendall donated to her. She has it on loan to me here. This is a life mask Warner Brothers made, a mold of his face, the makeup department for Giant. So when they would do his makeup, when they created the makeup, he wouldn't have to sit there for days while they developed the makeup for the elder Jet Rink. And these are porcelain paintings that Kenneth has done. And they're very beautiful, very intricate paintings. And the photographs on the wall in here are by 6 of the famous photographers that shot him quite a bit. There's Dennis Stock, Joseph Abels, Roy Schatt. This is all stationery items, notebooks, writing paper, pencils, pencil boxes, paperweights, pencil sharpeners. This is the fence from the Rebel Alley, from Rebel Without a Cause, where he jumped up behind it and said hello to Natalie. This is the original model of a monument that's at the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles. Kenneth did this and presented it to the board at the planetarium there. And they liked the idea. And then he built this full-size model that stands in the middle of the room here. And then they took that model and moved it around the grounds until they found a place where it looked good. And they built the original, or the one that stands there now, cement and bronze. Diary of one of his girlfriends, Lily Cardell. And it's interesting, the whole diary is written in Swedish except for September 30th, 1955, where she writes, Jimmy Dean, my true love, died on his way to Salinas. And it goes on. These showcases here are filled with magazines, books, records, and newspapers from all different countries, with James Dean featured on the covers. And different people's interpretations, artwork. A lot of people mail me drawings and paintings. This figure here was made by John Leslie from Connecticut, and Lyman Wickwire had it commissioned, and he put it in the car and drove it out here one year. And sitting here, a lot of people like to have their picture taken sitting here with him.